spoken English. Those three are totally different, you know very well. Okay, obviously I started from 1 year ago, but there was no speaking practice at all. But nowadays, with this application, which is maybe 3 months completed, yeah, 3 months completed, that I am connecting with others to improve my English speaking. Okay, and what are the difficulties I felt during first time? Actually, I was having many friends talk in English, and I was it with those. I was trying to have that conversation. But you know that in this application, when I came for the first time, there was a lot of hesitation and even fear, and I was not getting even one. And there was no confidence enough to talk. But okay, nowadays I can talk. I can sit for the conversation. Everything I can do. But earlier, I was facing lots of problems. And in the instant time of my English speaking, or making sentence structure, and sometimes understand the sentence. Sometimes I was not getting any kind of things to say. Means those kind of normal difficulties I was facing.
Wow, that's very fantastic. Like you, my journey was also relatable, as I can say that when I was in class 6 or 7, at that time only I started my speaking journey, and I was facing a lots of problem. Like I was, even though I was not knowing anything about the English language, like even I was not knowing to form a sentence. Also, a lots of things I was facing at the time. So that's why my parents and my teacher motivated me that if you know the English language very well, then you will not going to face a lots of difficulties in your future life. So that's why I started to learn the English language from that time only. And firstly my teacher told me that if you know the English, if you know the grammar first, because I was not knowing anything. So that's why my teacher told me if you know the grammar first, because grammar is the backbone of the English language, and if we know the little bit grammar also, then we cannot face a lots of difficulties in speaking English language. So I just learned the grammar, and I was doing lots of activity at my home. Like I was introducing myself, I was giving how I can give my daily routine introduction, this type of activity I was doing my at my home. And at the time also I was speaking with a cold learner, but I was facing a lots of problem. I was hesitating so much, I was not speaking with a confident English language. But before 8 to 9 months I have joined with the Skype application. Now I have understood the importance of the English language, that it is very very important in our life. So that's why we should know English language. And like this my journey has been ended.
Okay, very good, nice.
Yeah. So what do you think about the English language? That why English is very very necessary for us nowadays?
Okay, see nowadays why it has so necessary if you ask. I will say that you can do it very well. From our childhood itself, we have been studying English language as a subject from childhood. And there are so many words in our mother tongue also. We use them. We pronounce them as English. Like, you say a table, bank, fan, many things like pen, computer, all these things. We even do not know, we are not even aware of their Hindi meaning. I hope. And nowadays, wherever you go, you will find the language of English. Suppose you are from move to Odisha, you will get two languages. That is, one is Odia and another is English. So it seems and it looks like that language is all over the world. And especially if I talk about India, India is a democracy country, so it is having so many languages, and we do not know. If we know English language, we can move every corner of the India. And that is why I think English language is important to uh, to have a good education as a subject in our study life. To get a good position in like any kind of office or any kind of position at our and English language can help us to migrate to one place to another place. And English language can help us in everywhere that to be protected ourselves and to be smartness in our life. I think that English language is very, very important in our life. It is very essential to learn this language, to know this language, because without English, suppose you are moving your state to another state, you may be feeling lots of. That's the simple and understanding things of English language.
Yeah, you're absolutely right that nowadays English has become a common language for everybody. And we can say also that in the schools we see that children are also speaking English language, they are also learning English language. So that's why English has become common language. If they can speak English language, then why we are not able to speak? We can definitely going to speak English language very well if we'll focus on the two things like practice and regularity. If we are practicing regular basis on the regular basis, then we can speak very well English language with a confident English language with a confident. So that's why speaking regular practice is very very necessary for us.
Yes, you are right.
Yeah. So I want to ask one more question to you that how do you practice English language and what do you want to give to the those people that how they can learn English language to the beginner one?
Okay, see, if I talk about myself, that what am I doing right now? I mean, nowadays, to learn English language. So obviously, I can say that nowadays, except having competition, I don't do anything. A part of having session in this application, I don't do anything because I'm a student. I am learning, and do you know I'm learning German language, and I'm studying like basic nursing. So both things I'm doing. And apart of that, I'm practicing my English. So if I learn another English language, so I will be like behind of my subject and German language. So apart of session, I don't do anything apart of that. But okay, surely I can suggest others that what they must do in the beginning time to be a good English speaker. See, actually, when I started, I followed some tricks. Tricks, you can say like reading storybooks. And after reading storybooks, I was writing the same thing in my notebook that what I understood from the story. And after that, I was telling the story in front of mirror to me. I mean, I was telling to me front of the mirror. At that time, I just was aware of listening myself. Say, while speaking, if you are listening to yourself, you will come to know automatically that okay, in this sentence or in this position, I made mistake. I must correct myself. I was doing the same thing, and sometimes I was recording my video myself, and later I was listening to it. And if we are doing that, if we started storytelling or if we started telling about something on any kind of topic, surely I will say that you will become a good English speaker within 3 to 4 months. So because that I did, and nowadays I don't work, not work, I don't do anything for English language because of my lack of time. Otherwise, I could become a good English speaker if I could learn grammar, the sentence structure, and the communication ways, and the formal of English language. Because I don't have time to learn what is the region. That's the means it.
So as so I want to tell you that my battery is low. So shall we end our session now only?
Okay, if you want, we can have this session.
Okay, so thank you so much. Bye. Have a nice day.
Okay, bye bye.